Hi everyone! I am very happy to be with all of you viewers. Don't forget to subscribe before the video starts and make us happy by liking the video. And hit the notification button. Air France Flight 4590, a Concorde supersonic aircraft, met a tragic fate on July 25, 2000, when it crashed shortly after takeoff from Paris, France. The incident resulted in the loss of all 109 passengers and crew on board, as well as 4 individuals on the ground. The crash of Flight 4590 marked a significant moment in aviation history and had far-reaching consequences for the Concorde program. The flight was scheduled to travel from Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport to John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City. However, just moments after takeoff, a series of events unfolded that led to the disaster. As Flight 4590 accelerated down the runway, it ran over a strip of metal debris that had fallen from a preceding aircraft. One of the Concorde's tires struck the debris, causing it to burst. The burst tire sent rubber fragments hurtling into the fuel tank located in the Concorde's wing. The impact resulted in a fuel leak and subsequent ignition, leading to a catastrophic fire. The fire and resulting damage severely affected the aircraft's engines and flight control systems, impairing its ability to maintain altitude and control. Despite the pilot's efforts to regain control and return to the airport, the aircraft was unable to stay airborne. It crashed into a nearby hotel, causing significant destruction and loss of life. The tragedy sent shockwaves throughout the aviation industry, raising concerns about the safety of the Concorde and resulting in its temporary grounding. Investigations into the crash revealed several contributing factors. The strip of metal debris that initiated the sequence of events was later identified as a titanium alloy strip that had fallen from a Continental Airlines DC-10 aircraft that had taken off minutes earlier. The strip should have been securely fastened to the DC-10's engine, but a maintenance issue led to its detachment. Additionally, the design of the Concorde's fuel tanks came under scrutiny. The tanks lacked sufficient protection against impact, and the fuel was prone to leaking in the event of damage. The combination of the debris strike, the compromised fuel tank design, and the aircraft's high speed and low altitude during takeoff created a perfect storm that ultimately led to the crash. To improve safety, the crash of Flight 4590 had a profound impact on the Concorde program. Public confidence in the aircraft diminished significantly, and the operating costs of the aging fleet became increasingly prohibitive. Ultimately, the Concorde was retired from service in 2003, marking the end of an era in supersonic passenger travel. The tragedy of Air France Flight 4590 serves as a reminder of the importance of continuous safety improvements in aviation and the need for thorough investigations to prevent similar incidents in the future. Here are some additional details and notable aspects regarding the crash of Air France Flight 4590. 1. Passengers and crew. Flight 4590 was carrying 96 passengers, mostly German tourists, along with 9 crew members. Among the passengers were renowned figures such as German fashion designer Peter Maxmuller and the co-founder of the German band The Platters, Otis Williams. The 4 individuals who lost their lives on the ground were hotel employees. 2. Investigation and findings. The investigation into the crash of Flight 4590 was conducted by the French Bureau of Inquiry and Analysis for Civil Aviation Safety, BA. Their findings highlighted the critical role played by the strip of metal debris in causing the accident. Additionally, the investigation identified issues related to the design and layout of the Concorde's fuel tanks, as well as the aircraft's takeoff weight and speed. 3. Legal proceedings. Following the crash, legal proceedings took place to determine liability and responsibility. Continental Airlines and a maintenance worker, John Taylor, were held accountable for the maintenance issue and the failure to secure the metal strip on the DC-10 aircraft. Continental Airlines and Taylor were charged with involuntary manslaughter in France. In 2010, both were found guilty, with Continental Airlines ordered to pay a fine and Taylor receiving a suspended prison sentence. 4. Impact on Concorde operations. The crash of Flight 4590 dealt a severe blow to the Concorde program. The Concorde, known for its supersonic speeds and luxurious travel experience, had already faced challenges such as high operating costs, limited routes, and noise pollution concerns. However, the crash significantly impacted public perception of the aircraft's safety. The subsequent temporary grounding and the resulting decline in passenger demand ultimately led to the retirement of the Concorde fleet. 5. Lasting legacy. The crash of Flight 4590 had a profound impact on aviation safety practices. It highlighted the need for improved debris detection and removal procedures on runways. Furthermore, it prompted advancements in fuel tank design and protection against leaks in commercial aircraft. The tragedy also emphasized the significance of comprehensive safety assessments and vigilance in identifying potential hazards to prevent similar incidents in the future. 6. Historical significance. Air France Flight 4590 remains one of the most notable aviation disasters in recent history. The crash marked the first and only fatal accident involving the Concorde in its operational history, spanning from 1976 to 2003. The incident underscored the vulnerability of aircraft to foreign object damage and emphasized the critical role of robust safety measures in aviation. The crash of Air France Flight 4590 was a tragic event that had a lasting impact on the aviation industry. It led to significant changes in aircraft safety practices and ultimately contributed to the end of the Concorde era. The lessons learned from this tragedy continue to shape aviation safety regulations and serve as a reminder of the importance of thorough investigations and ongoing efforts to enhance passenger safety. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to like and comment. Bye until the next video.